It's ironic, really. Who would have thought that perhaps the best Mini model yet would be the most anti-Mini model there is? That's the case for the 2017 Mini Countryman SD All4, though. Yes, that's what I said, a diesel-powered all-wheel drive family-friendly SUV might just be the most convincing Mini on the market. Weird. But entirely justifiable, based on our week with the flagship Countryman SD All4. When I say flagship, you need to know this model has a price tag that certainly isn't Mini. It starts at $51,500 plus on-road costs, putting it not that far away from the BMW X1 with which it shares plenty. Read the full 2017 Mini Countryman pricing and specs story. The platform and drivetrains, to a degree, are common to the BMW and Mini, and indeed you may find yourself thinking that, if you're going to spend so much, why not get the BMW badge instead? Well, you wouldn't be getting a Mini, for one. Yeah. But you're getting the most feature-rich Mini for that sort of cash, where you'd otherwise be getting a base model front-drive X1. Anyway, the Countryman SD All4 gets you plenty of stuff for your spend, mirroring what you get in the petrol-powered Cooper S. The standard kit list includes a rear-view camera, which wasn't available on any spec of Countryman before, front and rear parking sensors, keyless entry with smart key and trigger start, an electric tailgate with foot-operated opening and closing for when new hands are full, and mini projector puddle lights. The media system is a pleasure to use, but that partly came down to the fact our car was fitted with the Multimedia Pro Pack, $2,400. With its more premium 8.8-inch screen rather than the standard 6.5-inch unit, as well as the addition of a head-up display, HUD, and a Harman Kardon stereo system with 12 speakers. There's a speed limit recognition thing that pops up on the HUD, which is a bit dumb at times. It'll pick up all the signs, whether they're for truck speed limits, 60 km/h limit down a steep hill, for example, or on the backs of buses, 40 km/h sign for school zones. While it lacks the latest in-car tech of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it has DAB+ digital radio, Bluetooth phone and audio streaming, voice control, satellite navigation, and a very handy iDrive-derived rotary dial controller. There's only one USB port and an auxiliary jack. One thing that annoyed me during my time with the car was the lack of an auto-dimming rear-view mirror. It's still one of those toggle units, and it's a long reach from the driver's seat even for long-limbed specimens like yours truly. Another qualm to consider is the manual seat adjusters. Yep, not electric. Even at this price, the handles on the fronts of the seats sit a long way proud of the seat, meaning you might brush your calf muscle on it. But you could always pull out the adjustable under-thigh extension to keep your knees further forward. You can option electric seat adjustment and seat heating if you need to. The cargo space is a very handy 450 liters, and the added practicality of the way the seats fold down means it is a pragmatic family car option. The boot features shopping bag hooks, an elastic side strap to keep the milk from falling over, and a mesh net. Cabin storage is clever, too, with big door pockets, a decent-sized glove box, cup holders where you'd expect them to be, and enough loose item stowage. This high-spec diesel version of the Countryman is just a single kilowatt less powerful than the petrol Cooper S, with 140 kilowatts at its disposal, but a whopping 400 Nm of torque, 120 Nm more than the petrol range topper. This 2.0-liter diesel model is only available with all-wheel drive, as the All4 denotes, and it's an on-demand system that works by way of an 8-speed automatic gearbox. Drive is primarily sent to the front wheels, but the rears can be called to action if the conditions require it, slippery roads or harder driving, for example. Mini claims a 0 to 100 km/h time of 7.4 seconds, which isn't as hot as you might expect for a monster Mini, but in real life it's brisk enough to make short work of keeping up with, and passing, traffic. The other important measure, fuel use, is claimed at 5.2 liters per 100 kilometers, and my week of driving saw a return of 7.2 liters/100 kilometers, with 4 adults on board a lot of the time.